Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with the free pick in the Raptors versus Suns NBA matchup on Wednesday, November 29th, 2023. Of course, I do tons of free pick videos every day, and when you do as many picks as I do, you're going to like some games more than others. Those are the ones that I put under the Premium Picks tab at Pickdawgz.com. Be sure to use the discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have the Dime Club and Sharp Trading Plays, not available on the website, meant for people who make bigger bets. So to get the Dime Club and Sharp Trading, text the number that you see on the screen. Of course, it's if you bet big. But let's get to this one. Raptors taking on the Suns. And the Raptors, well, 8-9 straight up on the season. And they are 5-4 at home this season. While the Suns, 10-6, but 7-2 straight up on the road. They have actually been playing some really good basketball recently. The Suns got off to a slow start to the season, but after that, it had kind of been off to the races lately, winning their last 7 games and looking a lot like the Suns team that we thought we were going to see when the season started. They've covered in 4 in a row, 5 of their last 7, and really most of these have been against decent teams. There is a Memphis and a Portland in there and a couple games against the Utah Jazz, and those are actually the games they didn't cover. But the thing is outside of that, it has been a pretty good show here for the Suns. Last time out against the Knicks, 6.5-point dogs in that game. Won that game outright by 3. They have a lot of good players on this Suns team, and we're going to continue to see them probably perform at this type of level. Nurkic picked up in that trade that sent DeAndre Ayton out of town. Certainly filling a void there, not having to do too much. 10 boards last time out against the Knicks. Booker, 28 points. Eric Gordon, 25 points. Pretty solid day at the office considering Kevin Durant didn't even play in that game. When we look over at the Raptors, we've seen them at home do some pretty good things, and then we've seen them also play in some pretty head-scratcher games at home. And this is par for the course for what we've seen in recent years from the Raptors. They did beat the Bulls the last time we saw them in Toronto, and they also had a nice win over the Pistons. But when the good teams played them, the Celtics and the Bucks, well, it was losses, though they did cover against the Celtics. That game was just a 1-point differential. When we look at the tail of the tape, as I like to call it, well, the Raptors just do not defend all that well. 21st best in shooting percentage against. And when it comes to the 3, well, they don't defend it all that well either. And you're up against a Suns team that actually lights it up from beyond the 3 at 39.3%. So it is going to be a struggle for the Raptors to keep this thing close. When we look at the Suns defense, they defend the perimeter extremely well as well. And they are pretty solid on the defensive end, and that's why they've been winning games. I think when you look at this particular matchup and you look at kind of the pedigree of these teams, like I said, the Raptors have struggled against the better teams, and I think the Suns are one of the better teams. I'm going to take the Phoenix Suns in this spot, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, be sure to use our betting tools at Sports Chat Place. They're 100% free. They'll tell you how often historically all the bets on the board have hit. Pair them with today's odds, putting you on the most favorable bets on the board today.